All right, this is the how to art free $2 tutorial portion of the show. We don't do this, we don't record this to Ustream. We do put these on YouTube on Tuesday nights, but we don't put them on Ustream, and we only leave them on YouTube for a couple months. Mostly because Ustream only allows me so many gig and only 30 days worth of videos max, and again, so many gig, because I'm not paying for it, it's free. And what that means is, with the daily sketches that I'm doing now, and I just decided that every time I art, I'm just going to turn the cameras on. You know, if you guys are out zipping around and you see that you see that I'm on, you know, stop in, because I'm just gonna do it. When I watercolor, when I paint the mini, when I do my daily sketches in the mornings at 5:30 in the morning, I'm just gonna turn the cameras on, and you know, if somebody's there to watch, somebody's there to watch. If nobody's there to watch, then I was doing it by myself anyway, so it really doesn't make any difference. And I won't be able to chat because, you know, can't talk arting, right? So anytime I'm painting, usually in the mornings it's like from 4:30 to 5:30 when I do the daily sketches, and then usually in the evenings it's after 8. Only time I think it's going to be a problem for me is I don't want to interrupt Paula's stream, but nobody's going to leave Paula's stream to come watch me watercolor. I mean, seriously, Paula's entertaining. I'm just watercoloring. So I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out because I don't want to disrupt her. So let's see here. What are we going to do? What I had tweeted about for the free $2 Tuesday tutorial how to art video was what I've learned from drawing from life, and I'll show you. I'm going to show you a sample, and hopefully Ustream won't kick me off, but I'm going to show you a small sample. This is a male figure drawn from life. Boudreaux says she'll never be there at 5 o'clock in the morning. Boudreaux, I can't believe you wouldn't set your alarm for me. So this is a male figure drawn from life, and I want you to notice how loose the drawing is, how free it is, and how you go in and you're trying to capture every curve, every muscle, every shape. This guy was an Adonis too, maybe embarrassed to be a man. Anyway, but you go in, and he was like 10 years older than me too, which made it even worse. But anyway, when it's a live model, you can see that you're so busy trying to capture what's in front of you that you're not focused on what you expect to see as much as you're focused on what's actually in front of you. And I'm going to turn the camera back to my face while I go through and look for the other one, because I don't want to I don't want to get kicked off of Ustream. But I'm going to show you one drawn from an internet model, and I'm hoping you'll see the difference. If not, I'm going to point the difference out to you, because the internet models, they pose. Can't show you that one. They pose specifically. I think I can show you this one. They pose specifically to get your attention, and the camera is focused on them. They are lit in a fashion to make sure that they have your attention, but you're capturing the exact shape that's in front of you because you want it to look like the internet model. You spend so much time. The picture is already 2D for you, so you don't have to try to figure out how the shapes interact with the world. You don't have to find the tonal edges. All you have to find are the contour edges and then adjust to it. And so while it's fun to find pictures on the internet, I cannot stress enough how much different it is to draw from life. And here's my quickest comparison. This is a voluptuous internet model, and I love drawing voluptuous internet models. But here's a voluptuous internet model versus a daily drawing done from a toy, where the toy was laying in front of me. I'm going to use that one, where the toy was laying in front of me, and I'm actually comparing sizes and shapes and trying to make sure that it looks like a toy, that it looks like the toy in front of me. And you can see the shadow. Now maybe you can't see. You can see the shadows on this one, how they fall, how sometimes in some of the areas it doesn't even look. If you were to zoom in, it doesn't even look like. It doesn't even look right. But as a whole, it works because you know what it is. As a whole, it looks like the model that was in front of me, as compared to the 2D model where the shadows are flat up against the background, and how easy it is just to capture what's on the screen instead of trying to interpret what's on the ground in front of you. Anyway, this is what I have really been trying to focus on for the last several months with the tubes and going out. With the tubes and going out and watching the figure models, doing all that. It's so much more. I just think you get so much better quality work when you're working off of a live model. Now, granted, I can't always get out to a live figure, and I can't get out to the farms to see live cows. But tonight I'm going to do some kind of, I don't know, I grabbed one of these out of the box. Camera, are we on? I grabbed this out of the box, so I'm going to do something with this, and I'm going to do a page about using live models versus using internet models. So that concludes the $2 Tuesday tutorial, the free how to art. Use a live model when you can. If you can't get a live person, at least get a mannequin or something in front of you, so the shadows and the shapes are not done for you. There's you know what, I'll never find it. Look for a fully articulated. They have fully articulated mannequins. They're little bitty. The sports action, they have different hands that you can take off and plug different hands on, different facial features that you can take off and plug facial features in, and they're only about this tall, 8 to 10 inches tall, but they're fully articulated. The wrists move, the elbows move, everything moves, so you can pose them however you would want to in whatever dynamic pose you want, and you get that's my next purchase, and it's not even a major purchase. It's $40 for a set, one male, one female, with all the hands and faces. So I don't have $40 laying around, but it's only $40. It's not like it's $200. I mean, they could have got a lot more money. But that's my next major purchase is to get one of those fully articulated mannequins. But look for them on Amazon, fully articulated mannequin. But you can pose them however you want to, and then you're actually interpreting the shadows and everything on your work, and you'll get a much looser, you'll get a much more realistic looking drawing out of it. And then you can take your internet model and put her face on it. If it just has to be Jennifer Aniston with a laser gun jumping off a bridge, use the mannequin to get the body pose, and then find Jennifer Aniston's face and try to match it to the pose. Anyway, that is what Boudreaux's in the chat. I'm doing this in front of a live chat audience, and they're not in studio, but they're watching me live on the interwebs. And Boudreaux's in chat saying she's never worked with a live human model. And I say, Boudreaux, get your husband, if he's sitting over there reading the paper, just draw him, or anybody, anything. Go to a club, go to a coffee shop and draw the people. The problem I have with drawing people at coffee shops is it makes people nervous. Once they figure out what you're doing, they get nervous. They start looking away and stuff like that. Or you get a lot of backs of the heads and stuff, and that's not very fun for me. But I go to Twin Peaks, and once the waitresses know what I'm doing, they'll pose for me. And I don't ask for sexy poses. I just say, hey, go stand at the register like you're taking money. Okay, and off they go, and then you end up with stuff like this, where I got her just to stand at the register, but she could only stand at the register for like 1 or 2 minutes. It's not like she could stand there while I filled in every detail. So I mean, yeah, I need to work on my hands, and I need to work on faces, and I need to work on body proportions, but that's how you do it. You get in front of a live model and do it. So that's the $2 how to art. Can't show that. $2 how to art free. Oh, good, it's not on that camera. It's a good thing too. Anyway, I'm going to put this away before I get in any more trouble. That is the $2, the free how to art $2 tutorial. One of these days I'll come up with a catchy title for that. subscribe to this channel. You need to subscribe to this channel. You need to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the Artistic Biker now. Click the buttons.